back. We are back, everybody. How you guys doing? Welcome back to the greatest show on earth, the LeVar Walker Daily Show podcast. We're in the building. We're in the building. What's going on, man? Welcome back, man. I know last week we had a lot of technical difficulties, and for the past 2 weeks, I want to tell AT&T to kiss my ass. My Wi-Fi had been down. They're terrible. We were having outages after outages after outages to the point where I decided to email the FCC. After emailing the FCC, I got a call from the AT&T president's line who apologized and gave me a month off of my bill. But I need more than that month because my income was impacted. I can't go live. I can't talk to the people. And I didn't appreciate that. But anyway, we just going to jump on into this, man. I got a lot of shows coming up in March. We still closing in on dates. The year is looking good. And I'm going to tell you why it's looking good, because I'm independent. Look to your neighbor, say, independent. Look to your neighbor and say you don't have to kiss no nigga's ass to go on the road. Look to your neighbor and say you can do it. Independence is key, and that's why they call me an asshole. But I get it honestly from my father, so shout out, Dad, if you're watching this. But we gonna get into this right now. We got a lot going on. They done locked up the good brother Don Lemon. Don Lemon is in jail. I don't know why he's in jail. I just woke up to that news on Twitter about our good brother Don Lemon being in jail. I'm about to pull this up now so we can listen to what's going on, because we need to get to the bottom of why. I don't even know they locked him up. I'm guessing it was due to a protest or something he was at. I don't know why. But let me pull this up for you guys right now. Okay, here we go.
So decided not to sign off for an arrest warrant.
Let me try it. Let's see what we got. Don Lemon is in jail, and this is interesting. Let's share the screen. Okay. And I like to be big on there like that, so y'all we can watch this together, because I do this for y'all, baby. I do it for y'all. So here we go.
Our colleague David Spunt and I getting this breaking news from multiple law enforcement.
Let me make sure. Can y'all hear that? Tell me if y'all can hear that, chat. Could y'all hear the newsman talking, chat? What up, chat? Y'all can hear that? Did y'all hear the news guy talking before I start playing this?
Sources just minutes ago.
Good. Okay, let's start it from the top, and here we go, guys. Don Lemon is in jail.
Our colleague David Spunt and I getting this breaking news from multiple law enforcement sources just minutes ago, confirming that former CNN anchor Don Lemon has been arrested by federal agents in Los Angeles just after midnight this morning at a hotel. This obviously all in connection with that storming of a church in St. Paul, Minnesota by that group of anti-ICE agitators. Now remember, the feds had gone to judges to try to get Don Lemon arrested before. They went to a magistrate judge in Minnesota who didn't sign off on an arrest warrant for him. Then it went to a judge above him. He didn't sign off on an arrest warrant for him. Then it went to an appeals court. They also decided not to sign off for an arrest warrant for him. So there was experts who were predicting that perhaps the feds would go to a grand jury. It remains to be seen if that's what happened here, but we can confirm that Don Lemon was arrested in Los Angeles by federal agents just after midnight Los Angeles time at a hotel. Now, typically, standard procedure with an arrest like this is the defendant will likely make their first court appearance sometime the same day. So there's a chance we may see Don Lemon make his first court appearance in Los Angeles sometime today. But obviously, this is going to grab all sorts of headlines. 3 other protesters from that church storming, have already been arrested, including who the feds say was the organizer of that protest. The woman in the middle there is a school board member in St. Paul, and then the mugshot on the right is an online personality / agitator, if you want to call him that. He's known as the woke farmer. Those were the 3 people that the feds had already arrested. But we have confirmed that Don Lemon has now been arrested in Los Angeles in connection with that viral incident. We all saw the video of it that spread and drew widespread condemnation. The feds have been going after these people on FACE Act violations. So this is still breaking news. Once we get more details about the potential charges here, a court appearance, we'll, of course, update our viewers. Our colleague David.
So none of the judges, as they were saying in the beginning, this smells a little fishy because there's obviously a hunt for Don Lemon in this particular instance. As far as Don Lemon is concerned, I'm indifferent, right? Because Don Lemon to tell you how white people are evil while being married to a white man, I don't understand that. But as far as this particular incident is concerned, as Bill Mulligan said, this went through several courts, which all like dismissed, and then they just took it to the feds to really go pursue Don Lemon. I don't know. I need to know what law did he break. I'm guessing you can't do a protest in a religious establishment. I'm gonna look. Let's look that up. Or we could ask our good friend. I think I got Perplexity. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that burp, guys. Let me see what we got here. Okay. Oh, I thought I had. I don't have Perplexity. Okay. What law did Don Lemon break? Don Lemon, the CNN anchor, faced scrutiny for comments he made during a broadcast, but he has not been formally charged with breaking any specific law. His controversial remarks, particularly regarding women and age of eligibility for leadership roles, sparked backlash and discussions about media responsibility and accountability. Let me ask Gemini. Thought I had Perplexity. I got so many of these doggone apps, y'all. Okay, let's ask Gemini. I need Gemini to do a think for me. Well, what law did Don Lemon break? Let's see what's going on here, because this looks like a hunt. It looks like they're hunting Don Lemon. Don Lemon was arrested by federal agents on January 29th, 2026 in LA. The arrest is connected to his presence at a protest that took place on January 18th at City's Church in St. Paul, Minnesota. According to federal prosecutors and statements from his legal team, Lemon faces 2 primary charges. Violation of the FACE Act. Okay. The Freedom of Access to Clinical Entrances Act is a federal law that, while often associated with reproductive health clinics, also prohibits the use of force, threats of force, or physical obstruction to intentionally injure, intimidate, or interfere with people exercising their right to religious freedom at a place of worship. So, threats of force. Did he intimidate? But that's the thing. Did he do a threat of force? Did he obstruct, injure, intimidate, or did he interfere? Maybe the interfere part? Okay. That's one. The other counties can face a conspiracy against rights. The Department of Justice is also charged with conspiracy to deprive others of their civil rights. This charge stems from the allegation that the disruption of the church service was a coordinated effort to interfere with the congregants' First Amendment rights to practice their religion. The protest was directed at a pastor of City's Church, David Easterwood, who also serves as a field director for U.S. Immigration and Customs. Demonstrators entered the church during the service, chanting and disrupting the proceedings. The legal dispute. So the prosecution's view, the Department of Justice under Attorney General Pam Bondi argues that the protest was an unlawful interference with a religious service and that Lemon was part of the coordination. The defense's view. Lemon's attorney, Abe Lowell, maintains that Lemon was present solely as an independent journalist to document a newsworthy event. They argue the charges are a transparent attempt to silence a journalist in violation of the First Amendment. Judicial history. Prior to the arrest, a federal magistrate judge in an appeals court had actually rejected the Department of Justice's initial attempts to secure arrest warrant, citing a lack of sufficient evidence of criminal intent. So based on what I just read, it seems to me that this administration is weaponizing. They're weaponizing the federal government to attack freedom of speech. Basically, you're moving goalposts. 4 or 5 other judges turned this down, and now you're hunting the man that was just doing journalism. I have to call out the hypocrisy in this because at the same time, Donald Trump pardoned the people that charged the White House, that jumped the fence. So this is an egregious act. I'm not with this. This is not cool. And the man doesn't need to be in jail. And that is scary. That's scary. Where are we right now as a country to where a man is doing journalism or asking questions? Where are we? Where you go lock this man up and what are we showing the rest of the world? That's really scary. This is petty. This is petty. And the man does not need to be in jail for this shit. This is some bullshit. I'm just gonna call it out. I don't know what y'all political beliefs are, but seems to me to be a waste of taxpayers' dollars and just a direct attack. So, no. Yeah, we're gonna look at Sister Nikita Hansford, who shows us he did none of these. A man he interviewed participated willingly, but it's lawful for ICE to snatch people out of churches. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna agree with you. Separation of church and state. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm gonna say that. Freedom of speech no longer free. It's ridiculous, man. Dexter Fuqua says the FBI arrested Don Lemon for clicks and views. We can't run the country. It's almost to me because they escalated this. They said that all the other judges declined to put a warrant. So they kept escalating, and Trump was telling people, you gotta get him. We gotta put him out, put him away. That is what he's doing. So Trump is acting as an emperor at this point in time. I'm sorry. I don't care if you disagree. It's just what it is. And it's sad because we're a democracy and this is unnecessary. It's totally fucking unnecessary. So my prayers go out to the good brother Don Lemon. Y'all have made some good points. Separation of church and state. That was a really, really great point. It's definitely some bullshit against Don Lemon. And listen, I don't agree with a lot of shit that Don Lemon says, but I gotta call a spade a spade. So my prayers go out to the brother Don Lemon, man. Free Don Lemon. Shit, get Don Lemon out of jail. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous and it's petty. So I'm going to move right along, man. I just want to say this to the good brother LeBron James, man. It's time to wrap this shit up, bro. It's time for LeBron. It's time for LeBron to get on out of there, man. LeBron is really trying to force the Jordan and Kobe love or some shit. But it's really looking like it's time for LeBron to wrap it up, man. I've been watching some of the things he said. He just said that playing 82 games in the 80s and 90s was easier than it is today. That's what he said. Let's pull that up. I want to react to that. What the hell was Bron talking about? Let me see if I can find that. LeBron 82 games. Let's see if I could find him saying that. I can't even find it. Okay, here we go. I got it, y'all.
Because the game is different. Like I
want y'all to see this. Let me blow that up. I don't know what the hell he talking about, but we definitely need to review this.
Because the game is different. Like I want people to understand and our fans to understand that playing 82 games in the 80s and 90s is not the same as playing 82 games in the 2020s. It's just not. The way we play, the level of pace, the level of the speed that we're playing at, it's a different game now.
It is no way that LeBron said that. I don't know if y'all grew up in the 80s and 90s watching basketball, but even when you look at the players, when you look at how solid Karl Malone was, when you even go back to the 70s and how big and strong Wilt Chamberlain was in comparison to like Victor Wembanyama, when you look at the muscle that were on a lot of these guys in the 70s, were big ass refrigerators running up and down the court. When you think about somebody trying to hold a big, strong ass Shaquille O'Neal down in the paint in the 90s, bro, what are you talking about? These men were playing in literal quicksand and mud, bro, holding each other, where hand checking was legal, where you stick a defense, you could grab your teammate and pivot their body and move their body, bro. What are you talking about? We're talking about men that were coming in the lane, getting their nose broke, trying to dunk. And that's the beauty of Michael Jordan, because Mike, the stuff he was doing, I mean, it was almost virtually impossible because you running down the lane against these big 7 foot, 6, 7, 8 foot guys with muscle, and they was on cocaine. These were the literal monsters from Space Jams who these people were playing. Now, these guys just run up and down the court. You know, they just run, they blow by each other. There's no contact in the game. Everybody's standing back shooting the three. Nobody's going in the hole. And nobody even cares about the game. People ain't even watching basketball like that. LeBron James' legacy will be that he killed basketball. That's gonna be his legacy when he finally wraps this shit up. I'm sorry to tell you, and I know there are gonna be a lot of Bron sexuals that disagree with me, but this is just the truth, bro. And then like right now he's doing his last leg. I guess he retired, but he's shooting a documentary that I don't think anybody's going to care about. He is ruining his legacy. LeBron should have retired a year ago. It is very, very sad. He's trying to push this narrative as he's the greatest, and I think LeBron overall is a great man, a great father, a wonderful husband. LeBron would definitely be a guy I would love to go have a beer with. But as far as the killer instinct on the basketball court of just being a dog, no. And I don't think that killer instinct is healthy, because the thing that Kobe and Mike had was a sickness, and it's an unhealthy sickness. But for him to say this is insane. Nobody even talks about, like right now, and the NBA should be worried about this. The only stories that people are talking about are the stories of Jordan, the Jordan era. That's it. That's it. The 90s was the top peak of basketball. Nobody cares. A lot of these new NBA players today, they want to be streamers and podcasts. They want to do what the hell I'm doing. Then you can't even find what a game is playing. The game is on 17 different apps. I got to pay 40 subscriptions to watch a game. And then these guys cry. They form super teams. There are no heroes' journeys in any of this. I think, like, I like SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shout out to him. I think he's a tremendous player. I think he has a great story, but he's a foreigner, right? He's a foreigner. No knock. He's Canadian. And in this day and age, I'm seeing more about Bronny James than I am about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And they damn near got a perfect record or something. Like what is Oklahoma's? Let me look up Oklahoma's record right now. Like, it's insane. And we don't even hear about this kid, because the league has turned into like the Housewives or some shit. Like, it's crazy. And shout out to Kevin Garnett for keeping it funky, man. Like, talking about LeBron, like, it ain't no way, bro. You shouldn't have never said no shit like that. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. What is Oklahoma City Thunder record? Okay. They 38-11 right now, Oklahoma City Thunder. But they started out and they were really, really killing. They're in the Western, number one in the top 5. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is killing. He's averaging 32 points a game, elite point guard. And I barely hear about him because you don't hear about him because it doesn't generate enough clicks and views, which goes back to every genre of entertainment, including sports, has been disrupted because it's not about how good you are in any field. It's about how much attention you get in the field, especially in comedy. So to all my comedians is out there, the super, super funny, man, stand tall. Cause shit, you got the talent. It's just you got to do so much shit to get attention. What you say, Tori Delaney? I'm dated. I am not dated. Tell me why I'm dated, Tori. Shout out to Tori Delaney. He say I'm dated. Tell me what I'm talking about this wrong, bro. You must be a bronzexual, Tori. You dated, man. You say Steph killed basketball. Shout out to Oklahoma in the house. I'm about to get out there to OKC to do some comedy. If MJ playing the big 3 right now, the NBA would have 0 views. Nah, bro. You out of your damn mind. Bro, they could do a whole, like, do y'all realize they could do a whole nother documentary on Michael Jordan, damn near like in third person or something, where Michael Jordan not even in the documentary, but it's just all the NBA players that feared Mike and loved his game and talked about him. Because, bro, like the best Michael Jordan stories, Vernon Maxwell. If y'all know Vernon Maxwell, shout out to Vernon Maxwell. Vernon Maxwell, who be up all in smoke, up in smoke with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. His Michael Jordan stories are like, man, that motherfucker, man. That motherfucker, man, I stay up all motherfucking night, man. That motherfucker run, get that goddamn ball, man. I see the bottom of that motherfucker's shoes, man. That motherfucker was something else. That motherfucker, I feared that motherfucker. Like, bro, come on, man. Y'all still talking about the Harlem boy? You old school. The Harlem basketball player. What Harlem basketball players? Sabrina, LeBron said that the game it was easier to play a 82 game season in the 80s and 90s, which is totally off base.
Man, that motherfucker, man. That motherfucker. I had to go to bed early before that motherfucker played, man. Shit, I was in motherfucking Houston. I'm sticking that motherfucker. All I saw was his motherfucking shoes. I look up, that motherfucker so fast.
He didn't have to fear him. He couldn't get no sleep. I tell you what, he couldn't get no sleep the night before.
Man, I couldn't motherfucking sleep. I couldn't do my motherfucking thing, man. I had to stay my motherfucking ass up when Michael Jordan played.
Shout out to Vernon Maxwell. That's one of them old school. They don't make them like Vernon no more. Vernon, one of them old school jokers, boys. Just tell you what it is by smoking a square.
Let me tell your motherfucking ass something, man. I'm gonna tell y'all, motherfucker.
But nah, man, Bron need to rap it. I wonder why Bron don't want to leave though. That's so interesting to me. Like, bro, why you don't want to leave? What is it? I don't think Bron is gonna feel comfortable not being in the limelight. And it's probably deeper than that, because what I hear from most players, oh shit. Shout out with they say them glasses came with that. No, boy, you stupid. Shout out with Jordan 4461 with a $2 chat. Thank you for that, bro. Appreciate you, Jordan. That's funny. You say my glasses came with my nose? You stupid, dog. But I'm wondering why LeBron don't want to leave. I get it though. I guess that man been playing. He's 41. He been playing basketball since he was like 5. So it's like, what else does he do? What does he do? Ooh, somebody said if he lead them PEDs gonna come out. I agree. I do agree that the NBA is going to sandbag LeBron James once he leaves the league. I think the NBA is going to sandbag LeBron. I think then they're gonna do some shit. They're gonna get Rich Paul up out of there. They're gonna get rid of LeBron and the whole regime. I think they're gonna line everybody up. They're gonna wash their hands. And the reason they're gonna do these things that I feel, I don't want this to happen, right? I don't want this to happen. But looking at what's going on, right? This is what I feel is going to happen. I feel like when he retires, there are going to be some allegations come out. There are going to be some things come out in regards to PEDs. There are going to also be some things that come out in regard to gambling. There are going to be some things in regards to clutch sports. And they're doing this because what did LeBron and the guys do? They wanted to start their own league. They were trying to start like an international basketball league. And in the 48 Laws of Power, they say take your enemy out totally. So he became an enemy to the NBA because now you're trying to be their direct competition. And so they're going to destroy all of his credibility. And listen, y'all will come right back there and be like, man, LeVar, you said it, man. Y'all come right back here and listen to what I'm telling you. They're going to destroy all his credibility so he can't use anything to get a team or start some international league or do like a big 3 like Ice Cube. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. I'm seeing it right now. I see the writing on the wall. And also, I believe we're in the last era of American ball players. I think, the league now, they're getting these guys from overseas. I don't even believe that the you know, a lot of these kids is playing AAU ball. They skipping over that because overseas, you got kids 14, 15 that are playing professional, right? So you could just recruit. So colleges now are skipping over a lot of these AAU guys, and they're going to get international players that are playing professional basketball at 14 and 15 to come play college here. So I think we in the last days of even American players. I think the NBA dreams are dead and done. And yeah, man. It's gonna be ugly, man. I'm gonna hate to see it. We all gonna hate to see it, but this is how this works in business, man. They're going to try to destroy and assassinate this brother's character, and it's just what it is. It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. So, hey, what can you say, guys? I'm just here to tell you how I feel. You don't have to take this for face value. It is what it is. And also, too, man, hey, y'all follow my Patreon at LeVar Walker, man. Follow me on Patreon. Go to my Patreon, sign up for my Patreon. And I'll give you a little behind the scenes look, you know, some green room talk. You know what I mean? We get to know each other more. We get to bond in the Patreon. It's just $5 a month. Pull up on your boy, man. Pull up on your boy. OG, what's happening, man? I'm sitting here rapping. Is Derrick Rose a Hall of Famer? Let me say this in regards to Derrick Rose. I'll be 49 this year. You know what I mean? Born and raised on the south side of Chicago. I'm Generation X. Derrick Rose is monumental because Derrick Rose lived the literal dream. He was the realized dream of every kid growing up in Chicago with a hoop dream. Growing up on the south and west side, every black kid, he is the realized dream. Derrick Rose is symbolic, okay? His Hall of Fame thing is bigger than just, you know, him getting a chip or doing this or that. His Hall of Fame thing is just symbolic to the city of Chicago and to the children of Chicago. And I believe he deserves it. A kid, you know, from Inglewood, rookie MVP, just surviving that, man. Y'all don't understand how bad that shit was, man, and making it to the league. So shout out to D Rose. And also Derrick Rose is a Simeon graduate. I went to Simeon as well. So yeah, man, I can't take that away, man. D Rose brought hope to the city. He brought a lot to the city. His impact is legendary to the city of Chicago, and as well as to our high school, Simeon Career Academy, which is Career Academy. It was a vocational school when I was there. When I was talking about when I was there, went to vocational school. I was in auto mechanics. Okay. And I've done well to go from auto mechanic shop to a pharmacist. I don't know how I did it when I think back on that, but that's another story for another day. I remember that no arm Joe talking about passing around a no arm guy like a beach ball. That's funny. I remember that one too, dog. That was a good. That was one of my favorite sets, bro. Appreciate that. All right, guys, we go moving right along, man. TikTok is dying, as it should. TikTok is on his deathbed. TikTok is done, man. And we all know they were gonna get rid of TikTok. It started, you know, Joe Biden was in office. They were going to get rid of TikTok. So they had put something in there to force the sale of TikTok. They forced the sale of TikTok to Larry Ellison. And what I knew would happen was, like, y'all are forcing the sale of TikTok, but I don't believe that TikTok is going to leave that algorithm there, right? I think TikTok took their algorithm or something because now when you post on TikTok, you don't even get views. I think I got a video, a stand-up clip that's posted over there. It has 0 views, and there's an option for me to pay for views. And I'm not paying for any views. I'm gonna go to another platform. So the things I like about TikTok mostly are like maybe the food reviews, and I see some quick DIY stuff. But that's pretty much it. I think TikTok is really dead. And whoever bought it, they're gonna lose a lot of money, man. Yeah, people are complaining. Oh well, it's shut down. Wait, no, let's see what we got. Man, people saying that TikTok is dead. I'm just gonna put in TikTok. Let's see what we talking about. Now my wife still uses it, like she be on there with the cooking stuff and all that. January 23rd. I'm just looking. I mean, and then they got all these rules for TikTok now. They want to know your immigration status. They put everything in there about TikTok. Let me see if I can find something here. Yeah, people are leaving. They losing users. Let me see. Let me go back. I can't even find nothing about it. Let me see. Let me see. So on January 28th, TikTok users are deleting the app and uninstalls are up 150% over the past 5 days following Larry Ellison's takeover of the platform in the US. Yeah, they should have left that shit alone. They should have left it alone. I mean, there's going to be another app that's built, probably that the Chinese are building right now. That's probably going to crush TikTok. That'll probably be popping up real soon. You know, the thing about technology, it has advantages and disadvantages. And one of the biggest advantages to me of technology is it seems to be somewhat of a meritocracy because one app go down, there's always some other people in the startup trying to outdo them. And so it creates a meritocracy where you can go from this app to that app. But TikTok is getting his ass kicked. And I know that Larry Ellison is mad. He is losing his ass on this. And I'm trying to find some more. They were banning words on TikTok. Like you can't say Epstein. You can't talk about ICE right now. So they like, well, what are y'all doing, bro? Yeah, it's a lot. This is insane. But I can't really find nothing good on it. Man. Other than people just deleting it. I'm probably gonna delete that shit too. You say Epstein, they block you and shit. You get a fucking, and then the cool part about it is YouTube Shorts. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. YouTube Shorts right now. YouTube Shorts is kicking TikTok's back end right now. So I think we'll be good. YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, you know what I mean? The Twitter videos. Yeah, so TikTok should die out. Let's see what this guy had to say.
So if somebody were to use Zionist, of course you...
Hold on, let's see what they had to say. I got people calling me. Let's take a look what this guy got to say about TikTok here.
We made a change to designate the use of the term Zionist as a proxy for a protected attribute as hate speech. So if somebody were to use Zionist, of course you can use it in the sense of you're a proud Zionist, but if you're using it in the context of degrading somebody, calling somebody a Zionist as a dirty name, then that gets designated as hate speech to be moderated against. Over the course of 2024, we tripled the amount of accounts that we were banning for hateful activity. We also have, I think, over 24 Jewish organizations that are constantly feeding us intelligence and information when they spot violative trends. There is no finish line. There's no finish line to moderating hate speech, identifying hateful trends, trying to keep the platform safe. There's no such thing as...
Okay. So you can't say like Epstein, you can't say a lot of stuff on there. Or you will get a direct sanction. So, What's good, JP Justice? I see you, good brother. I'm sitting up here, man, you know what I mean? Just chopped it up with my chat. Chopping it up with the chat right now. Having a good time. Bless up. I see you in the Bahamas. I got to get out there to the Bahamas and do me a show, man. For real. For real, for real. And then all these apps, it's so crazy to say all these apps are spying on us. All these apps are using our data and selling our data to the highest bidder. They don't care about us. We just all sheep on these apps and getting these little mini dopamine hits. So it's what it is, man. Oh boy, look like
woman. I love who she is as a black.
Wait a minute now. Look like Tasha K. Look like it's some drama that popped up with Tasha K and Teyana Taylor. What is happening right now? What does Tasha K have to say about it?
I don't know who needs to hear this, but if anybody asks you how Tasha K feels about Teyana Taylor, just send them this video. I absolutely adore her. I love her artistry. I love who she is as a woman. I love who she is as a black woman, as a mother, as a fellow creative. I love everything that she stands for. Y'all know me by now. If I've said anything about anybody, I put 10 on 20. I cannot chase down AI generated channels. YouTube has to deal with that. But just if anybody else is saying anything other than Tasha K loving Teyana, I don't know what else to say. Okay, that is that. Congratulations on your Oscar nomination, TT. You got this, girl. You know the winos fuck with you. I don't even know why you playing. I know Teyana team. Don't play with me. Bye, girl.
I don't know what that was about, but I'll digress. You know, Tasha K be starting shit with people. Man, what's happening? The producer, I see you, bro. Tasha K be going in on people. She done got sued 1,000,000 times. She obviously got that money in the trust, y'all. Y'all ain't getting that money out of her. Well, guys, I think this is about it. I think we've come to the end of the road here. So, y'all got anything else you want to talk about or go over? We cover everything here. The game calls out Kendrick Lamar to settle Compton rap supremacy. Yeah. What is this about? What the hell the game talking about? Let's see what this is about, guys.
You ever see a movie that lived up to the trailer? Hey yo, see, I'm the type of nigga tell these niggas put up a show.
Oh, I can't play no music on here. Now I'm gonna get a sanction. I thought he was talking about something. So I guess he calling out Kendrick Lamar, but I don't know, game. It looked like it's a desperate reach for attention, brother. In the game, you a dope rapper, dog, but that's pointless, bro. That sound like you need some money, gang. Not saying you don't have no money, but it sounds like you need some more or something. I don't think anybody cares. Kendrick has done his thing. Both of y'all are great rappers, but at this point, game, you damn near 50. It's pointless, bro. Just be a good unk, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it is very rough to watch rappers age, man. Watching these rappers age and try to find themselves, it is very, very difficult. It's slow. It's nasty. It's nasty. Especially when they still try to get attention and be on and shit. And because your fan base has just grown up so much and we don't care, bro. Like, your fan base now, man, we taking our kids to school, going to soccer practice and shit. Ain't nobody thinking about none of that shit, bro. A lot of us got wives. We can't even do that shit. We not young boys no more like that, bro. Gotta let it go, man. Let it go, guys. Okay? Let the go, let it live. They're saying something about the FACE Act. I want to see what CNN has to say about this.
Magistrate judge had rejected.
Hold on, let's see what CNN got to say about Don Lemon. Now, y'all know Don Lemon was on CNN. It's okay for rappers to get older, but rappers have to be honest. Listen, it's nothing wrong with rappers getting older, but rappers have to be honest as they're aging out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, calling out petty rap beefs and all that shit for what, bro? At 50? Come on, man. We rapping, we winding down in life, man. Most of us want to go to jazz clubs now. Jazz clubs, drink some wine, you know what I mean? Go to a nice little 30 and up club. We don't even, that shit is exhausting. All that damn testosterone fueled, fast music. It's exhausting, and it should be when you 50. Shit. Let's see what they got to say about. Let's see what they got to say.
What are you learning first about this arrest that we should note? A judge, a magistrate judge, had rejected the federal government's attempt to put him under arrest just 1 week or so ago.
Sarah, that's right. We had reported that earlier this week that the magistrate judge had rejected an attempt by DOJ to bring criminal charges against Don Lemon. What we have learned is that last night in Los Angeles, in the 11 o'clock hour, Don Lemon was arrested in the hotel lobby in Beverly Hills and taken into custody. Now, it is not clear at this time what he is charged with, or if he is charged in a criminal complaint, or if he is charged in an indictment, which would have been returned by a grand jury. But it does appear to be connected to that because, as we reported earlier this week, the Attorney General Pam Bondi was livid that Lemon was not charged at the time. It appeared that they were going to continue to try to bring charges against him. And now we know that Lemon was arrested last night in Los Angeles, where he was in town to cover the Grammys.
Yeah, it's a hunt, bro. They probably did, because now he can stand. Now he got something to talk about, right? They probably did make him richer. I would agree with you, Mister, for your sister. Well, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing but love, man. Please join my Patreon, man. We're gonna get it in over there as well. Also, too, follow me. Go to LeVarWalker.me and go to my Bands in Town account. If you go to Bands in Town, that's a great way to keep up with me, to see what shows I got going on and things of that nature. Bands in Town. If you go to Bands in Town, you'll see all of that. And we're going to keep it moving, man. So nothing but love, guys. Love all y'all, man. Call me. I see y'all tomorrow.